DRX hadn't
All right.
clashed across all of
KRU
the
on
just
defense,
champs, but
DRX on
Masters
attack.
as well.
And I tell you, this is a bold pick from KRU.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's a really good map from them, but it's also, in my opinion, DRX's best map. So it should be an absolute banger. Okay, we got Raid Boss on Buzz.
Like there's only one player crossing here for DRX, but they've slowed it down still. And
Can maybe turn the casters up.
That util, but a stun's going to be connecting. Kesnet forced and pushed back and away.
Oh, that Omen Flash tanked them.
To try and again repel and push and ward away, and in this carnage.
Yeah, I mean, at its peak, it's a 1v3 as a trade, though.
A 1v2, Spike dropped down at his back, and he's trying to catch a timing of his own.
I like the reclear from Shy and Melzer, but now they've
let me put the mainstream there. It should be a bit better. I could even do this, maybe.
Does Shy have eyes on the Spike? I think he must do, just based on the minimap.
It's a big play, man.
Wrapping all the way around.
What's the timing?
Just doesn't need. Oh, spotting one of the players, and he knows exactly where Shy is for the 1v1.
What an absolute shot from Shy.
Coming up on top. That's a pistol.
I got close,
granted
though.
and earned.
And that's immediately going to what Tom was talking about on the desk.
I like this.
Are you
KRU.
going to be able to stop DRX from taking map control, getting into their
Yeah, and DRX are the team that spammed over
that
towards A all the time for Haven against Gen G. Like they, yeah.
But to me, when I was watching the
to
game,
do an
a
instant
lot of that was based on anti-strategy
round of just shutting down A
the
makes a
way
lot
that
of sense.
Gen G play this map. It's not just that DRX are amazing on attack side. Here, KRU stacked 4 players A. You can't do that every single time. And in this follow-up, they've only got 2 there. Kesnet, MTA. So mixing that up and trying to find
Yeah, and
the
when you
right
do this kind of
timings to
smoke, top of
contest
C,
DRX is going to be super
only
important.
means one thing.
Miles is dodging most of this util coming his way as well, with a Bulldog in hand, Flash. Paranoia to supplement. Smoke to at least cut up the side as well, buy a bit of time, kill trips
I mean,
as well.
look at this
Helping
setup.
him out. There is that plan online for DRX, so
This is
pocket
nice.
change earned, a little bit of extra money.
Okay,
But
I mean,
overall,
one
KRU
gun
keeping it
down.
nice and
They
healthy
bought
for the
heavy
bonus.
into it, one gun down.
Looking lovely.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so
Bringing up
far.
bonus
Everyone's looking
round,
calm. Looks good.
Stats again, because of course, you know, your boy's nerdy.
Yeah, you've been digging.
I have. But one of the reasons why I was digging into this game was that KRU have the lowest bonus round win rate out of all of the teams from EMEA, Pacific, and Americas, which is kind of wild.
That is weird, yeah.
And so even with them winning here, they're coming into the next round with 3
They have a good chance to win this bonus. They got so much.
They've got no Vandals, no Phantoms. The way that they manage their economy, so different to the teams that are actually competent in the bonuses.
Yeah, they get a stinger
So they've
out
got
as
to
well.
hit some crazy shots here. Otherwise, it's just about doing a little bit of damage to the economy.
Seeing it again, early fault line setting up. To be used to get Kesnet onto that line. There's a dart to worry about. Oh, he's missed it. 2 shots rattled
Okay,
away.
out of
But
all
not able
the
to claim
shots
it,
to
so he
miss,
is
that's probably
postured
one of the better ones.
off and away. DRX.
Okay, they at least know where Neon is. With that information, they insta hit over towards C, got 1 kill trip, 1 camera.
Already active onto Buzz. He's
Different
going
kill
to
trip
get
from
that
Alia.
first fight and engagement whilst he's into the back of the site. There's no one to meet him. KRU happy to give this one up. A slight pixel angle.
Joe,
Flashback
man.
still committed.
Whoa.
And still holding it down. No one able to cross back up into garage here. And
That
at
is
this
so
point,
crisp. That's
round is
insane.
basically wrapped up. Only 2 left to stand with MTA and Heat. Not much they can really do.
I don't think there was any chance there for the KRU players coming back through garage. Even
Yeah,
if they had
broadcast can go
rifles
up a
in
bit,
hand, just
or
far
is
too
it the
snappy
levels
on the
okay?
end.
I feel like I can turn this up a bit.
Heat and MTA, they want to try to do a bit of damage, and that's a great opening shot.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Though, and already the flank
Slightly,
is occurring.
maybe
Flashback
slightly. It's fine.
Spots it out.
Okay, we'll leave
Damage
it.
done to the remaining 2. So
Most of you
no
saying
bonus
so good.
round. No increasing the what is it, like a statistical anomaly, I suppose, sitting at the bottom in terms of converting them.
Yeah. Again, if you were just winning it like a rifle round, 50% would be what you expect. KRU are sat at 24%, so they win less than half of what you would expect if the
Mate,
economy
that
was
was...
even. So they really
That was
can't
lovely
convert
to
those
watch.
bonuses. And you can kind of see why when they bring 3 Guardians into the round, but I don't think they were quite expecting.
Did I predict to win this
mauled like that
series?
in
I
garage too.
have DRX to win
KRU
this,
going for a
but
bit of a hard read though, heading
I
into
did
round
not
4.
expect
3 players
this
set up on
map
B.
pool-wise.
Yeah,
Like
heavy
KRU
expectation,
really
especially
went
with,
for something with this
Heat's
FAD map.
position.
It's going to be interesting
Tucked
if
to
we
the
get
back of
there.
the side, just he's able to use that fault line in case they do commit into the B side.
So you see a smoke and a recon over towards A lobby, but there's no paranoia, there's no stun. You're pretty confident that KRU are not fighting super aggro, and here the cam tells you with decent confidence, nobody there.
It's a bit of a slow siege. a flash and a peek through, trying to take that garage control.
Only a little bit of damage.
DRX making it
I mean,
seem like
MTA has to do so much. The solo server over towards here. The only good news is like they got camera early. They've been mixing up their Cypher stuff pretty well.
At least to try and get
They tripped down. I mean, that means we're going for it.
He's missing the spot here, almost a punish, straight from Mako.
1, 2, 3, 4 people here, and a camera.
Yeah, they're already fast.
Dude, look at this guy.
Ready to defend this again.
5.
The fault line. Util is going to be expended, push back and away.
Dude, someone's got to shoot this recon.
QT, Kesnet glides into the side, smokes in their face. DRX might be able to
What an
persevere.
absolute peak.
Thick and Thinovich, Shy's the last one left, and there's a
Big
smoke
1v1.
dissipates.
Cypher off.
To that easy angle again into the 1v1. Shots rattling. No casualties, but damage done. Flashback, he's low. Cam tagged up.
Okay, nicely done from Shy. He's been in both the 1v1s at the moment.
Swings out through heaven on the wide swing. The Mr. Rhinoceros.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried. They actually had so many on site here, and they got wrecked by that recon. But he's a beast at the moment.
4 against his counterpart, Flashback. Both firing, both hitting shots.
Shy, yeah, back-to-back 1v1s if we include the pistol.
When it matters to keep KRU ahead. I'm watching, by the way, Kesnet zipping around on these A defenses. Loves fighting, always happy to take a fight, and on Neon on this map, sliding in to play his teammates in. DRX are going to find it difficult to deal with that, I think.
Cam and a dart immediately broken. Now Flashback is ahead of a lot of this. Off angle again played, this box position by Melza. A lot of bullets.
Wait, he might disown this now. Yeah,
oh,
they spammed enough bullets here, and they only took him down to 73.
Short work of the DRX team. Only 3 of them left to survive into this as well. Norofet will give away quite a bit of info.
It makes KRU think they need to shut this A side of the map. So
solid start from KRU at the moment.
MTA. But basically, KRU just need to not overextend. They're in a 5v3. You don't want to give any opportunities back to DRX. And what a heartbreaker that is for the Korean squad playing in front of their crowd. Shocked, stilled here in the arena. They knew there was someone behind that box.
Yeah, maybe just feeling like the bullets that they did throw in were enough. An opener is what they need here. Cheeky kill. Melza, he's not giving anything away. That is
looking
nasty.
Crispy.
Jiggling onto the corner, a bit of a free fire. Van
looking real crispy.
At work.
And another?
He's on for the ace, yeah. One player left to stand, it's Bane, and he's being pressured, pushed, corralled into the corner. Kesnet steals away, but it's flawless at the end of the day.
Done him.
That's a tragedy. Since joining KRU, Melza's never had an ace for them.
Yeah, Kesnet just literally ran it down to go steal it.
That is brutal.
Fair enough. It's giving texture.
It is giving texture.
I mean, what is... it's a tragedy, honestly, that DRX get caught by that.
That was really nice shots from him, though.
And the Spectre spray down as well.
Yeah,
It's
third,
like
fourth.
it was a phantom.
Yeah, he's like, where the hell are you running him, bro?
Slowly realizing their mistake.
KRU running away with this one.
Low buy, stingers.
Down in terms of the money, onto that half buy. Taking it slow and steady to begin. Again, looking towards garage control. Close quarter weaponry, so it makes a lot of sense here, but not the beginning they were hoping for, not in front of this Korean crowd. Going to be making their way now over towards the C
kill trip again. Are we calling to fight site with this positioning? Nervous for them.
Eventually be dropped. Melza, Paranoia's dished out. The rest of his team now following suit as well. They want to get themselves into the action, into the fight. Kesnet overdrive in his hands, and he's lighting them all up.
It's a nice farm up from Kesnet here. Dude, I was a little bit worried that they decided to flood into the side. There was only 2 of them here with the Omenal. If they decided to like insta-push back a site, it would have been done. But the util of the cage and the smoke was too good.
Perhaps it felt like there was an opportunity to make something happen when Shy was caught over towards Logs. These flood defense, though, KRU, they're so rapid with it.
They are.
Kesnet is going to be trying, if he's not at the tip of the spear, he's going to be the first one back into the site. Trying to get these big retakes, trying to flood in and help Melza, help Shy, those players that have smokes and can stabilize their positions onto sites.
No one getting aces,
KRU
yeah.
are genuinely good here as well. They're the 4th seed coming in from Americas, and people might write that off. I say the 4th seed, actually. 3rd seed. Apologies for that. They were the 4th seed last year. 3rd seed coming in from Americas. And like I said, people might write that off a little bit. But Haven, in my opinion, is clearly their best map. And I think they might even be like top 5 in the world at it. which is
it's a wild
bold
statement.
claim.
Yeah, it is bold,
but I think the results recently have been backing it up. This Neon Breach
True.
Silver
Oh, bro, they're
composition,
just
they've been having a lot of
they
success
are
with it.
heavy
part of it
fighting
is because
sides.
what you already mentioned, you know,
Looks like they don't want to do a retake.
Or following up shortly afterwards because it's on
But
the
if no
Neon,
one's like
can
lurking and
constantly
if
follow
no
the
one's
action.
taking
Any noise
space
cues the DRX are
from
making. Right now, they're not
DRX,
hiding
like
their
they're allowed
intent
to
in that
over
fire
rotate.
as well. They're making a
They
lot of
definitely got
noise
good
to,
reads into how they
which
play.
site they're trying to land on, and KRU are either flood defending or getting players to anchor in incredibly quick. Usually Kesnit's able to supplement any sort of defense they're trying to get online.
You look at the pings on the minimap here, Bren, and coming out of the tactical timeout, this to me looks like Mako wants to ult into spawn. Seen a few teams do this, where you send a smoke into spawn,
it's just the,
ult in there, that draws
just the
people back
TSM,
towards
right?
top garage.
And here it is. But awareness.
Bro, they're trying to run a TSM against an American
Shy.
team.
He waits around the corner. Mako's baited to stick the ult. It's perfection. And what a play to make still. Fight isn't over yet, but this man will not be denied. Rips away 2 of the lives of DRX.
Like, what's going on here, man? That's the biggest staple America's strat there is.
Another go of things here. It's a fault line to set it up. Another stunner's just going to be layered all the way through. Rifle aim is on point. Movement, just a cherry on top, and KRU cannot be stopped.
Yeah, dude, you can't be trying to do the America's strats against the America's teams. That's mental.
That was supposed to send KRU spiraling. Where was the smoke for him to play inside? Why is he ulting into a position that's so close to where the C defender's going to be?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really large mistake just in terms of the execution there from Mako. It's not how people are currently playing it. It's looking like something from a couple years ago, rather than how teams are currently doing it.
It's got to feel bad for DRX. You take your time out just for that, and it gets dismissed as easily.
Get out of my way.
Already a fight going to be taken.
Big stun. Oh my god, big stun, dude. Kesnit is farming them. 12 kills.
These guys are hurting. Able to catch another one, but Stinger in the hands of Mako, it's not good enough. Calling for that pause, but KRU going for a reclear, contacting. Mako reveals his hand. Buzz is trying to clear the corner. Blade Storm, rapid fire. Only the one before the trade comes out. Mako is worried about these players. Paranoia does land. Blinded up, sprays them down. Collected into the corner,
Dude,
leaves it
DRX
down to
need this
another
so
1v1
badly.
this time. The Smokes players off against each other, and that is a minute on the clock. There's time to work with. If you are Mako, you can slow this one down.
What redemption this would be as well for Mako, after he got caught coming straight out of the tag timeout in the previous incredibly important round.
Cover going out.
It's been a jarring game so far.
It's always
as
the
well,
mirror
just in terms of
1v1s,
the
yeah.
pace that's been
Cypher off
followed.
to Omen off.
DRX trying to match it pound for pound when KRU are just running at them.
Mako has no idea where Melzer is. Hasn't shown himself,
30
hasn't used
seconds
anything that gives away his location. Just a smoke, could have been thrown from anywhere. And Mako doesn't even have info on sight. From Mako's perspective, Melzer could be heaven, sight, walking short. He's got to take a gamble now. Time is low.
It's a smart play.
Smart with the smoke over towards B though. Means that you can for sure get the plan down.
Melzer that he's playing over towards that B angle, walks most of the way, but now
You're gonna expect him close?
Melzer,
Oh, the
Paranoia.
Omen flash
There's a
helps.
connection, drops himself down into
That
hell. The
is
reposition, he's out in
mental.
the open. My God. Almost just plays it poorly, but again, the reposition away and the mind games are
It's now
kicking
not planted
into
for
full
you.
effect in this 1v1. The smoke drop down, Melzer taps, and the issue, and hand being forced out of Mako. No stick inside, but pushes
And nicely
forward.
done from Melzer.
catches
Handled
him.
this well. Mako, a little bit questionable.
Round one for KRU.
Yeah, a little bit risky on this, especially the TP
DRX
into the open.
sorely needed that one. Mako did a decent job getting it down into the 1v1. The reposition over towards short, though, I think a bit of an overheat in the moment. After just being surprised by Melzer's positioning.
Yeah, especially against an Omen,
coming
you
out
don't
of
really
being
want to play like that.
nearsighted, deciding not to reposition over towards somewhere where he could play the spike, like Hell, for example, maybe even Heaven in a spot like that. He could have possibly got to. And instead there, just gives up all of the space to Melzer. Spike down,
I mean, they're winning all the clutches. We've had
smoke down, dominated.
3 1v1s.
Kesnit's now going to pick up the operators. We
Every
go
single
back into
1v1
round
at the
9,
moment, one by
looking to
KRU.
take that peak short. This is where he fought before.
Yeah, I'm set up for it as well. It's a fault line. Onto the corner alongside the dart. No one breaks it. It reveals up onto 2 players. Jump spot.
Shot, man.
Damage through the wall. Mako's still alive though. Now able to at least take up that space out towards A lobby and A long. Kesnit's gone for the brief.
Oh, that was close, man.
Catching it.
That was
Through
real
smoke.
close.
This is how DRX had so much value against Gen G, though. They took a lot of A-long control like this, and then they just waited. Cut the noise, make a little bit of pressure over towards Garage, something like that, and then try to go for an A re-hit. You can catch Crew if they decide to go for info reclears towards A long or short, and then when you exec, the defenders are going to be spread out again.
Yeah.
So we're now finally, at the last moments of this first half, getting to see DRX playing their attack side how they would like to see it.
But the trouble is, Crew are one step ahead already. They see that Foxy9 has this ulti and the Rolling Thunder, and Kesnet, he's in a position to evacuate.
Yeah, Kesnet could own
by his
this.
side. He's going to be catching that first contact. The smoke's up and away.
What a flash.
Blind in his face as well, and he wants to get the hell out of there. They're giving up the site entirely.
Mauser gets the lark kill. Why is it Silver larking?
Mid. Now, the only at least silver lining potentially is that they might be able to get this plant down. Still, it's tapping away. It's forced out of Hunter's Fury, and they do have that Rolling Thunder in their back pocket. DRX desperate to get this plant down. Still with that player disadvantage. Here it is.
Pull up the flashback, really. Boy, that is a great round from Foxy at the moment.
Still holding on to the
Wall
site.
goes in to get him some space.
To the top. The retake is going to be difficult. Again, Kesnet just blindly
Yeah, how do you
firing
retake
away
this now?
and through with that op in his hands.
I
He's
just try
hoping
to do
for an easy
damage.
kill. Buzz dominating the smoke, but does not win out
Hold
in his
up.
fight. And up through heaven, and all has to be contained. Flashback and Mako.
No way.
He
He chipped it down so low that that's how he goes down.
Like anarchy towards the end. Is that
That's
a
devastating.
damage assist for?
Bro, he absolutely sent it from heaven.
I think he's done 120 to him. And the fall damage has done the rest in that spot.
God almighty.
Not the greatest ending, but listen, it's 7-2. Crew will still be fairly happy with that. The post-plant breach ult ended up making the difference from Foxy9. He waited for that retake
nice
ult to
shots
come
from
out.
him.
Throws one out himself. That cancels things. And then they made sure to keep rifles out, face towards heaven.
He droned out of C garage. Yeah, I mean, they definitely spoke about the fact that they need to be less 5-hit over towards site. So the fact that they're trying to make pressure, fake pressure over towards garage, punish the over rotates. Well, they talked about in the afterthought. They're so heavy when to fight on site. Oh my god, look at them go.
This is ridiculous, man.
Get 3 there, bro. They're fast flooding the whole time. They do not want to retake.
Crew win the round out.
Melzer's incredible. He's got like 13, 14 kills.
A set retake there from Crew. As soon as the 2 players on site went down, MTA and Kesnet, I thought, all right, the other 3, they'll probably group up and try something more sensible. Shy flew out of heaven like Batman into the site.
Yeah, I mean, he made
Melzer
space
was
though.
right there looking to back him up. I mean, these players are getting so much value out of the distractions that their teammates are going for. They're
they're just a unit, and that's devastating for DRX as well. Win one, lose the next. When he's in the bin, got an eco.
In this first half, and it feels like we've just barely begun.
Yeah, the pace is incredible.
It's ridiculous. There's been no slowing down. DRX just getting sucked up into that whirlwind.
Yeah,
tempo.
and normally they can't take back a site when they go over towards C. Look at the util, man. It's so good from Crew.
And already his util is just a little bit too late and delayed. Foxy9.
Guys, DRX, you guys are gotta do a bit of pressure and then have a lurk somewhere. If you're gonna do C pressure, like have a lurk somewhere. They are 5-man rotating so heavy. Please do something else other than 5 hits. It's looking like ranked right now.
This flood defense strategy.
The floods are owning
with
them.
this kind of stuff is Fnatic. If you watch how they play their attack sides, they'll do pump fakes into sites. They'll run and execute, but they don't go all the way deep into the site.
What do we got? 16 to 4, 15 to 7. Bro, Melzer is on one. He's even picking up the op.
They just wait, and they just wait for the defenders to fall into them. We're not seeing that. DRX are getting sucked up into the pace of Crew. They're getting dragged into it.
Oh my god. They are annihilating them.
Pre-fires onto the corner, and that's a Hunter's Fury gone for DRX. They were hoping they could potentially get a pick onto the
Dude, now they go run into the double ops. Oh my. This is a masterclass though, to be fair. I mean, yeah, DRX, if you play...
And trying to make a good go of it. DRX in through.
You play like this, you're gonna get wrecked though.
Rifles into their hands, back up wave, and
Holy, 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
Did they ever run a fake?
Tom was talking
Did they ever get punished for over rotating?
When DRX attacked into Gen G. Could not be more different here. Crew have arrived on the champion stage, making a statement.
What's the time on the VODs? Not even 20 minutes at the moment. It's pretty fast.
This champs, more like 2021 perhaps. than 2022 and 3.
Exactly. We're going to see if that pace just keeps on going into the second half.
Oh, they're looking frustrated as well.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think I have to mute this.
Trade in any phone in.
Yeah. That as well. Even the ads? I think the ads are okay. I think I have to do it here. Should wait. Dude, that was a masterclass though. Dude, production weren't even ready for the 10 that it's overlapping the verses. They were just like, surely no one's gonna win double digits in a half. That was a slaughter though. Yeah, I mean, just too readable DRX, and you gotta shout out KRU. They picked Haven, and honestly, DRX have looked pretty good on Haven, especially when you look at them being and taking down Gen G. But this was KRU just knowing exactly how to play and just DRX not changing anything up. And then after their timeout, they ran the TSM Omen ult strat that has been the staple ult in Americas for 2+ years. That's wild to me. Morpheus United, thank you so much for the 15 months. Thank you for doing that, bro.
Is when he last actually made that mark on that international stage. It was a long, long time ago. It's a different age and era. This time, however, for Haven, the opening match against DRX, one of the hometown favorites, they have come out swinging.
They certainly have. And
Okay,
DRX
I mean,
used to
let's
have this
see,
aura
let's
about
see
them
how
at
fast this
international
is or how
events.
close they
would
can make it.
always
Kesnet now
dominate
getting the raid
opening
boss.
game, and they would always make it
Gets
out of
dropped to
groups.
Ghost, has armor.
This is a new version of the team.
Shout out to
They're looking
MTA
to build
dropping.
towards the future. At the
Orange Hood
moment,
as
they're
well with
still
the 9
behind their
months.
past. They're trying to hunt for those top 3 finishes.
Yeah,
They'd
it's been a
love
while,
to
bro.
get
It's
some
been
kind
a
of
while.
turnaround
Thank you
here
so much, man.
early
Appreciate
on.
the 9 months.
Bane's going to catch the contact that he's plays out through a lobby. Buzz.
Buzz has got to deal with a trip still.
Kesnet
Kesnet is on an absolute island, but if he wins the duel, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and that kind of makes sense why he's got the raid boss if they send him in like that. Dude, Shy's been great as well. Like, Shy hasn't got an insane amount of kills, but if you just look at pure impact, he's up there.
Away from the rest of his team, disconnected, and at
Two
least it just down
1v1s.
to 2. Mako, it's a nice shot into the 2v2.
Might have to get involved again
Damage
here.
done to either side. Anyone's game, it comes down to these angles and timings. The 1v1, Melzer versus Foxy9. Can hear the footsteps running
Damn,
around,
dude, they
but
don't
Melzer
lose
wins
clutches.
it out.
Okay, so off the top of my head,
Huge
it's
from
2
KRU to push them
1v1s
even further into
and
the lead.
2
These two
1v2s.
organizations
right?
actually had a bit of a bet going before the game
Unless
began
someone's got any
about
more
who
to
could
add
get
to
more
this, I'm
kills
pretty
with their
sure
respective
they're
bundles.
4-0 up in the
On
clutches.
broadcast, has to be on broadcast. Melzer has just done it for them. Those are the first 3 kills with the KRU bundle or the DRX bundle that the camera caught today.
Yeah.
3-0 on top of the 11-2 scoreline that's already there.
No, I don't know what they're playing for.
3 1v1s?
They're eating today.
Yeah, it depends.
They
It
wanna
depends
get
if
to
you're.
dinner.
It depends if you're
They're not
counting
slowing
trades
down,
or
are
not. If
they?
we're going for
Fast, they
straight
lobby
up
take.
1v1s, it's 1
That
1v2
has to be
into
respected, so Buzz is going to be
3
using
1v1s, I
Ash
guess.
to
Depends how you view
disengage.
them. Either way,
Maybe they've got dinner
they're
reservations.
winning the
and they wanna-
clutches.
They're like, let's get rid of DRX real quick. Just
But
a
this
blip in the
is-
road.
This is unreal.
They have forced here, DRX. They've got to.
And you have to.
They're 11-2 down. But can they do something? You know, chunk them down with the Marshall, finish them off with the Stinger. It is a fairly even buy.
What's the difference between this game and yesterday's Haven? I mean,
Buzz.
KRU are
their
playing
face.
like they're playing against the
don't want
Gen
anything
G
to do with
comp
it,
where they
though.
have to
Gonna
flood over
explore
towards sites.
different
Like
areas
honestly,
and
the
avenues.
Viper comp means you have to play
They haven't
completely different on
broken
Haven.
if this util that's
But,
been set down,
I mean,
laid
KRU
down
have a-
flashback, you know, mid-trip,
Lord, like,
Rush,
easiest
but
way
still
to say it
active,
is
but
KRU
DRX
have a great
haven't
read.
moved bodies away from those
The
areas.
DRX on their attack only
Looks like
5
KRU might
only
find
5 hit,
an open sea site.
and so
I wonder how much they
fast
want
flood,
contact
fight
on.
on sites.
One of the
They're used
biggest
to
things
teams
in the
giving them
current meta
respect,
is
leaving the
noticing
sites.
these
They maybe
retake
don't use
setups
enough
and
util for
contacting
site
into
hits.
them. not using too many ults or pieces of util.
They also have,
fairly light. They've still got
I
some
think they like
decent
looked
close
at some of their
line
stuff on
util.
C and that they never flash back a site and take back a site as well, so they heavy use cages and smokes over towards C itself.
That paranoia again to try and pave the way, but already just being chewed up straight through the choke points. I mean, Flashback makes a decent go of things as well, but they just can't get past anything right now. KRU, an absolute
what a sick haven from KRU.
This is them inevitability that they're
As much as I think we should like
trying to speed run 112 the entire
praise KRU, I think you could be very, very critical of DRX
This is
and
not
be right.
the same team.
Some of the stuff they've done here should not fly. Like the
the
zero adaptation is mental. Like they didn't change anything.
That's already been done by Gen G. DRX at this point, they are rebuilding. They've got rookie players on the team. 3 of them, Foxy9, Flashback, Bane.
Oh my.
And they've got a brand new IGL,
Damn, bro,
Marco,
10?
who, in his own words,
Haven't
at
had
the
to ride
press
a 10
conference
yet.
says he wouldn't say he was entirely comfortable or used to the role of IGLing. If you get 13-2'd on your opening map, admittedly not your map pick, but a map that you're comfortable with, I'm worried about the mental being rattled here.
It does rattle
yeah,
you,
same.
I think. And it's a big test now for this DRX team. How are they going to pick themselves back up after this? At this point, already looking ahead to Abyss, and that's a map that's essentially a middle ground, I think, for both of these teams, if you're even looking at the strength of it. But
Saving energy for their map pick? Sure, man, if that's what you need to hear, if that's what you need to type, yeah. Oh, I like this though. Smoke off the side of the map here, so you don't get hit by the recon. Damn, they even put some prepping stuff into this map, and it doesn't work.
Pre-aim for Shaq, but he's not in the server. He's nowhere near.
That's impressive. Dude, how's he checking this? You have no trust in his teammates' recon?
Little smoke that you could barely see, so that you could try to play.
That's crazy.
Anti against the recon dart, and unexpected in the corner. Didn't work. KRU looking to close out.
Yeah, trying to force pause into the round to at least make them stim in a re-exploration.
Oh my.
Punished in kind.
Bro, they are diffing them. That is, okay, 27 minutes just finished before 27 minutes. That's a fast map.
It's the only way to describe it.
Yeah, they smashed them.
If there's going to be one team that spots a weakness